How do you do? I'm very happy to have this personal visit with you. Won't you be seated, please?
Work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
They don't wanna see a nigga win. They don't know how far a nigga been. They want me sitting on the shelf like a pickled pig. Yeah, instead I wiggled in without the middlemen. And I got it all out the dirt like a hidden gem. I put on a little weight, it's time to hit the gym. Bank account like a candy jar, it's full of M&Ms. You can't see the bigger picture, need to clean your lens. My only brother died, please don't ever call me twin. We not any kin, I don't recognize you. We not from the same cloth, I'm a special fiber. I hate to have to bust a nigga bubble, but we shooting and I ain't no hooping gear inside my duffel. Got a chip on my shoulder big as a bag of ruffles, and I want all the smoke with the smoke in my puffer. The world ain't give me jack shit, I had to hustle. My only motivation was watching my folks suffer. I rose from out the gutter, some of us went down the drain. Even the scars that heal still hurt when it rained. Still having nightmares of 1207 James. Pip told me go and kill it, I can't let him die in vain. Gotta get us by, gotta see it through even with misty eyes. Suckers try and reel me in, I got bigger fish to fry. Lost so many people that I didn't get to kiss goodbye. It's hard to see each other's point of view, we on two different sides. Everyone's in need, but there's only one in me. And I gotta make sure I'm watering the money tree. Here's a lesson that I learned, suffering defeat. Everybody gonna stand by you when you on your feet. You won't find no helping hands when you on your knees. Cause when a nigga down and out, it's just something to see. They got their phones out, they wanna stand and watch. Your perseverance is the only true friend you got. They don't wanna see a nigga win. The way I ball, they should call me on ESPN. I'm in the league without ever putting a bucket in. I'm 5'8", baby, I can't even touch the rim. But I'm getting paid like a nigga jumping out the gym. Not quite John Morant, more like Vince Williams. Other words, I get the millions, but I'm too cold to be chillin'. And I'm more than satisfied to be the villain. Long live Piff.
Work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
They kiss goodbye, it's hard to see each other, so make sure I'm watering the money tree. Here's a lesson that I learned, suffering defeat. Everybody gonna stand by you when you on your feet. You won't find no helping hand.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Conversation with your man Big Unc, Uncut. Peace.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. If you don't know what time it is, at least you see what motherfucking time it is. That's right, time for another motherfucking episode of Conversation with your man Big Unc. And I'm motherfucking, and well, I guess y'all know what that is. And if you don't know, man, I'm gonna tell you anyway. I'm motherfucking man Big Unc. Like I said, man, I'm back. Like I told y'all, man, I had to goddamn step away from a little minute. And even though I did come back and do like a little special episode, you know what I'm saying? I've been gone. Me and my wife just welcomed our son into the world, you know what I'm saying, man? So, you know, I've been on my paternity leave, you know, doing my part and doing my best, you know what I'm saying, to be there like I'm supposed to be there, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back, man, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say thank y'all before I get started. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for goddamn sticking around, man, you know, because, you know, like I said, I do this because I love to do it, man. But y'all watch it because y'all choose to. And the fact that y'all chose to do something, man, that's why it means so much, man. Because a choice is everything. You know what I'm saying? At least your choice is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you choose to come and watch my show, it's like I get to spend a part of your life, spend time with you. You know what I'm saying? Like a part of your life, you know what I'm saying? That I'm getting to have a chance to goddamn, hold up, people. I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? let me get you some goddamn. But yeah, look, like I said, man, I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc. This is live and uncut, man. And I guess I just better just go and get into the shit, man, instead of just rambling. But like I said, I just want to say thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for coming back to watch the show, man. You know, this is what I love to do, man. I love to get on here and inspire people, you know what I'm saying, by just living my life right. You know what I'm saying? By just getting up every day and do the things I need to be doing in my life, man. You know, to show you that, hey, man, if you take accountability for your shit, you can do the same thing. And we're going to get into that tonight, man. You know, this episode, man, is episode 19. What are you in a rush for? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it seems like, you know, we just always in a rush to do things and be things and, get over things, you know what I'm saying? But I know, man, hey, time is everything. You know what I'm saying? And so while you got time, you need to take time. But I ain't gonna get right off into that right quick, man. You know, first I wanted to get into shit, man, because I like to tell y'all things that go on with me, man. Because like I said, man, my show for anybody, it just ain't for everybody, man. You know, I ain't finna be on here talking about nobody. I ain't on this motherfucker goddamn talking about what happened in the news or what happened to this. Man, cause listen, right now, for this time that I'm on here, that shit don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It really don't. You know what I'm saying? Not when it comes to what you need to be doing in your life, it really don't. But like I said, I just want to say thank y'all, man. But like I said, I want to tell y'all a story because the other day, what was the other day, man? You know, one of my partners, man, you know, I love him to death, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, and what I'm telling y'all is like, people he did it with good intentions and shit, man. Basically, he sent me a guy, he called me and asked me had I ever heard of a certain person. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of my partners, man, might send me stuff and be like, hey, man, won't you read this? Or, you know, and I do, man, because I love to read. Like I said, I don't know everything, man. I promise you I don't. And I don't get on here acting like I know everything because I don't talk about everything. All I do is talk about life, man. But the only way I could talk about it is by using myself and my life as an example to show you that life don't give a fuck. And the same things that I done went through, you can go through if you make those kind of choices. And it don't have to be the very same thing. Anytime you take yourself through something, man, you know, off of goddamn, I call it self-inflicted wounds and shit, making bad choices, man. You know, it's all the same thing, man. You know, I tell people when I was in prison, right? Shit, I was in there for selling drugs. But shit, I was locked up with niggas that killed people that did probation, parole violations, people that motherfucking goddamn all kind of shit, man. They ain't just have like one place just for niggas who sold dope. No, you got, when you made bad choices like that, you got sent to prison, you were just in that motherfucker. But like I said, I just want to get into, man, because like I said, my partner had sent me a book and he was like, yo, man, you know, I want you to, he was telling me about this guy and how the guy, you know, kind of be talking that shit that I be talking, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and he was like, man, I need to listen to him and check him out and shit. And like I said, man, you know, I have people ask me to read books and stuff or read certain stuff, right? And I have to tell people, man, like straight up, yo, like I believe in myself. You know, and at one time, you know, when I was younger, I needed people to tell me what to do. I did. I'm telling you right now. Shit, it's grown people right now that still need people to tell. We all, you know what I'm saying? That's why they got stoplights. That's why they got exit signs. Because if you just leave it up to people to do the right thing, they not going to do it. I done been at stoplights, man, where the lights go out. And you know, you would think like, okay, you know, they do like one person might go, the next person go, you know, it go like that. But then it's always that one motherfucker who got the motherfucking go ahead and jump on out there, almost causing an accident because they in a rush. And it ain't really about being in a rush. You're just selfish. And so that's why I tell people like, yeah, man, like, hey, you know, people try the police out, man. We need police. You know what I'm saying? We need motherfuckers. I'm telling you, man, this world, we ain't ready to just be out here, just run, just do whatever you want. No, we don't. I'm telling you. We not. As much as you think, you know, we don't need nobody, man, I'm telling you, we do. We need all the advice we can get. But like I told my man, you know, he was telling me, I was telling him, I'm like, yo, bro, like I really believe in myself. You know, and at one time in my life, I used to read books like that. And I ain't saying I don't still read, but I don't read. I don't like search them out and read. It's books I got in my house that I go back and read, like as the man think of, and you know, Laws to Success, and there's different books in here that I will read, man. You know, just to goddamn, you know, touch it up. But the reason I said that, man, because like once you take accountability for your life, and once you take accountability for the things you do every day, and you take accountability for, when you start taking accountability for I'm telling you, you don't have to read that shit no more. You don't have to read, because that's really all them books talk about. You know, Laws to Success ain't about goddamn, you know, being successful in business. It talk about that stuff, but the main core chapters is about personal success, who you have to be as an individual in order to goddamn be successful in anything you do. I got a quote that I came up with from reading that book. And I say, your talent's gonna get you hired, but who you are gonna get you fired. See, people only hire you and give you a job because you talented enough or you know enough about the job to do it. But most of the time when people get fired, they get fired because of who they are. And so I tell people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are like, if you have to read them books. If you need to read them books, man. But I just be telling people at some point, shit, you're gonna have to take accountability for your own life. At some point, you're gonna have to stop needing people to tell you what to do in order for you to feel like you can do it. And like I said, man, hey, it's people out here that need that shit, man. I'm telling you, I know it is. But I'm just talking about, man, if you know, man, that you just got to take accountability for your life, man. You just got to start taking accountability for the things you doing and how you getting up and going about your motherfucking day, man. So I tell people, like, man, like, for real, yo. So like when I read, like I said, I read books, man. But like when people be telling me, like, yo, man, you need to read this, read that, man. Like, I don't, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't saying, I'm telling you, I don't know everything, but I know what I need to know about that part of my life, man. I know that the only reason I ain't gonna be successful ain't gonna be because of nothing else but me. I'm not gonna get up every day and I'm not gonna make the kind of choices I need to make in order to be successful. So I tell you, man, I just want to share that with you, man. But like, like right now, people come, they listen to my page, they say, but I just say, man, all I'm doing is telling you what to do, man. That's all I really be doing, and that's all anybody be doing, man. They just be telling you what to do. But like I said, man, my show for anybody, it ain't for everybody, man. And some people may not agree with me, man. It's just what I believe, man. You may not believe it, and that's okay. I tell people, like, the shit I be saying, man, is like fish in the sea. You know what I'm saying? Eat the meat, don't eat the bones. If you find something that I'm talking about that may benefit you or may help you get through what you're going through, then hey, goddamn use it. And if you don't, man, don't even fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all, man, and welcome y'all to the motherfucking show, man. And tonight, man, I told you, man, I want to get into two things, man. And one of the things I want to talk about is like, confidence and confidence and stuff. And I'm also going to talk about time, not like the time on your watch, you know what I'm saying, that you keep up with what you need to do throughout the day. I'm talking about the time you have on this earth. I'm talking about your life. And I tell people, your life, the time you have on this earth, you shouldn't equate it to the time that's on that clock. Because your life don't tick-tock, it just keep going. The world might tick-tock, the world might stop and start back, you know what I'm saying, but not your life. And so that's some of the things I want to talk about tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? The first thing I want to talk about, man, is something that, I believe, like, yo, man, a lot of this be the downfall of a lot of people, man. I tell people, you see people go and they build things, or they go off to school and they become great, whatever it is they want to be great at, or they become sports players and they dedicate their whole life to become sports players and shit like that, man. And then one day, man, shit, they just kill themselves. And you be trying to figure out, like, man, like, damn, what the fuck, man? Because I tell people, man, yo, there's some things that can happen to you in life, man. If you ain't got enough belief in yourself, and if you ain't confident enough within yourself to get through that, what you may be going through, man, it'll take you under, man. Because like I tell you, man, the things that go on in life don't care nothing about none of them accomplishments that you done accomplished in your life, man. See, that's why I talk about, you know what I'm saying? I talk about like that confidence, man. And belief. That's all my show really just be out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about belief, man. And how you have to believe in yourself and how you have to get up every day and you have to do the type of things you need to do in your life, man, on a personal level, man, to overcome some of this shit you're going through out there in that world. Because I tell you, man, most people, man, got a problem with failure and separation. Like most people in this world, like they accomplish shit and they'll do all these things, man. But the minute failure take place, or somebody leave them, or they lose somebody that they love, man, it'll fuck them up, man. I was talking my aunt earlier today, and I was telling her, man, that's just something about me, man. Like, coming up, man, and I ain't gonna get into. I'm just talking about my life. How I came up. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing that went on in my life, all that shit, man. I'm just talking about coming up, man. Like, you know, I wasn't raised like to have like how can I say this, man? Like in my house, man, in my household, man, wasn't really taught confidence, man. You know, and I say, man, I ain't come, like I tell people, I don't come from no bad household or no shit like that. Like I had both my parents in my house, and neither one of my parents wasn't no drugs or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But my parents, you know, and growing up, they didn't know how to give confidence, man. Yeah, they taught us right from wrong, and you know, you got to get up and you got to do this and you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like confidence you need to have in yourself as a person in order to overcome the things you're gonna go through in life as a kid, as an adult, man. That wasn't in our house, man. And it's hard to teach confidence when you know you don't even know how to, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know how to give it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have confidence. You know, so like I tell people, like, man, like me, man, like a lot of my confidence, who I am as a person, like, and how I get down and how I maybe go, is because of, man, everything, not the things I went through in the street, but when I was out there in that world, man. And one thing about being out in the world when you like 15, 16 years old, man, is that you better learn quick that failure gonna happen often. So you got to have to get over that shit, man, and do what you need to do to get back on your feet, man. See, I learned that shit as a young kid, like 16 years old, man. You know, 17, I was put out the house. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to learn, man, quick that failure gonna come often, man, because I didn't know shit. As much as I thought I knew everything about life, I didn't know shit, man. See, not about being out there in that world. You know, so like when I was out, when I got out, when I was in the world, man, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where, you know what I'm saying? That's where I got all that shit from, man. You know, that's why I tell people, man, like, man, look, I don't want to fail. But if I do fail, I ain't gonna goddamn mope about it. It ain't gonna break me. It ain't gonna take me down. No, because I know I can get back right. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was out, that's always been my mind. Like, man, shit, every time I fall off or every time something go wrong, man, I always get back right, man. See, the only part I didn't really have an understanding about was the accountability part, man. See, I ain't have no accountability for my life. So because of that, that's why I could never keep my shit together. Because see, I do right when things go wrong. But when things go right, I ain't finna do right long. That was just how I got, that's just how it was, man. I was, like I said, I was out there in that world, man. And I ain't making no excuses like the world had something to do. No, I chose to go out there. I chose to goddamn pick the characteristics and chose to become the type of person I felt like I needed to be in order to survive out there in that world. And that took confidence, man. And I tell people, I ain't talking about the confidence I'm talking about is like personal confidence. That no matter what go wrong in your life and no matter what you lose in your life, you know you're going to still hold it together and you're going to get past that. And a lot of people don't have that kind of confidence. Yeah, they got enough confidence to goddamn start a family, and they got enough confidence to go to school and do this, and they got to, and a lot of people, they'll be accomplished and they'll do a lot of things, man. But then you let something happen in life. You let them fail or you let them lose, man, it'll be over. See, people like that, everything have to go right in people's lives in order for them to feel like they worth something. See, the minute something go wrong, they feel like their value go down. See, me, I ain't never felt like that, man. Because like I said, I done been through so much in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? On my own, not like I done been, no, I'm just talking about on my own. By me choosing to being at 16, going out there in that world and choosing to do the things I chose to do in order to stay out there in that world, man. See, I don't put the blame on nobody for why I ended up where I'm at. I don't blame nothing. No matter what I went through as a child growing up, I don't blame them. I don't blame that situation for why I chose to go out there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Because I tell people, like, I wrote this book. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I wrote this book, because, you know, when I was out there in the world and I was out there in the streets, a lot of people always used to be wondering what I was doing and why was I out there doing things I was doing. So that's why I wrote this book. You know what I'm saying? But me and my wife, we about to start another book. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let people know, like, why did I choose to go out there in the streets at 16? You know, nobody never asked me that. Nobody never asked me that. No family, nobody never said, why you choose? Nobody never asked me that. You know what I'm saying? But I tell people, man, like, man, I chose to go in the street, man, not because like just I like the nice shit, man, but because, man, I had to get away. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, I was going through things as a kid, man, that, hey, man, shit, you know, I ain't feel like I should have to go through as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I ain't like none of that. I'm just telling you my perspective, my life, and the things I went through growing up. That's why I named my book, My Life, My Story, My Point of View. Because, you know, I tell, like, I know, like, I got family members, I probably tell my story, man, and say some things that's on my mind, and there are people like, what are you talking about? Because I know, man, that you think that when people all in the same house, they all have the same perspectives about that life. But you don't. I got 3 sisters. I mean, I got 2 sisters. And if you ask them their perspective and what life was like for them, man, it would be totally different from mine. To the point that they would probably be like, man, what is he talking about? Because, see, you have your own thing, your own journey, and that's just how it is in life, man. That's why people like, man, I know what you're going through. No, you don't. People think that just because they done went through something you done went through, they know what you're going through. They know what you're going through, but no, they don't. No, they don't. They only knew what they went through. But they don't know what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, man, like, so, you know, anybody tell you, man, like, that's why, like, confidence, man, and that's like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like in my house, man, that's all I do, man. That's all I do. I allow confidence to live in my house, man. You know what I'm saying? Before me and my wife even decided to have a kid, man, confidence was in our house. I always talk to my wife and preach my wife to be confident. Not that she wasn't, but to let her know that whatever you want to do, you can do it, man. And you can be confident enough to do that shit. And I ain't gonna never hold you back. And I'm gonna always goddamn do what I need to do to be beside you while you go through what you. When she was going to school, man, I used to be up right there with her. She be up all night taking exams, man. I ain't over that motherfucker sleep. I'm right up there with her, man. When she go to, then I go to sleep, man. But that's because, man, I'm telling you, man, it's important, man. It's important for the person that you with to know that they can be confident enough to say what they want to say and not feel like they're gonna be retaliated on for saying that shit. Like however my wife feel, however she feel, or whatever she need to say, she knows she can say it, and she ain't got none of that because we ain't on that time, man. I ain't finna take my wife confidence away. Because if I take her confidence away, then I'm taking her away. She ain't gonna be the same person that I love. Then I ain't gonna be the same person that she fell in love with if I do that. See, I know confidence is important, man. I only get the way I'm at right now in my life. I'm only able to make the choices I needed to make in my life to put me in the position I am right now in my life, man. It was confidence that got me here, man. I'm telling you, man. Man, I got people in my family. I got people that I know personally, man, that do a lot of great things and then accomplish a lot of things, man. But the minute something go wrong in their life, or the minute they have turmoil, man, they ain't the same people. I have seen people, man, damn near kill themselves because of the thought they was gonna lose somebody that they was with, to the point that the person they was with didn't even leave them because they thought I'm telling you. But you look at people and stuff, man, and this is why I tell people. This is why, you know, my shows, man, I talk about this. Mental illness is real, man. Mental illness is real. And mental illness don't look like the mental illness that you think about when you hear me say mental illness. Mental illness is that person that you know that done accomplished all these things, and every time you see them, they smiling. But deep down inside, they fighting something. So that's why when I call people, I ask people, how you doing? I don't care about how your day going. I want to know how you doing. And so that's why it's important, man. When like I say, I do these shows, man. My show ain't for anybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's for everybody, man. Because see, I'm only on here talking about shit that really matter, man. I'm only on here talking about the shit that you're going to need in order for you to get through the things that you're going through in your life, man. See, really, I'm just on here trying to tell you what not to do, man. And sometimes telling you what to do. Because like I said, man, some people need to be told what to do, man. If not, they won't do it. Not because they can't do it, but they need somebody to validate them for them. And I'll do that if that's what you want me to do. I'm just trying to tell you, man, that's like having a dead battery. I hear people always be talking about, oh, man, this person motivate me. This person do this for me. Oh, before I get up and I get my day started, I got to listen to this and that. Man, I'm like, how long you gonna do that? See, I know I got shit to be doing, man. And I got shit that I got to get done. It's like a motherfucker got a dead battery. But the only reason they don't go get a new battery is because they know their next door neighbor will jump them off every morning. Whenever they need a jump, all I got to do is hit my next door neighbor, and he'll come over there and jump me. So they don't even go get no new battery. You know what I'm saying? But what happened when your neighbor moves? Or what happened when you get somewhere out and you ain't on the outskirts and your car just died? And you ain't got nobody to call because your phone going dead. And you can't plug it into your car because your battery dead. See, all I be trying to tell people, man, at some point, man, you're going to have to be prepared to do all this work, man. You're going to have to be prepared to do all this work. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, man, prayer just make you feel good, but it don't take away your problems. And like I said, my show for anybody. It ain't for everybody, man. But I'm just trying to tell you, man, like for real, man, like, man, you have to, and that's why, man, like right now with my son, man, I'm telling you, bro, and I only say this, man, because see, people, I tell y'all, I don't know if y'all listen to my shows. I don't know how many of y'all got my books, but y'all know I have had kids before I just had my son, right? This me and my wife first child. But before I had my son, I had 3 other children. One when I was 16. The other one I was like 19, 20, and the other one when I was like 21, 22. And I would in no way mentally where I am. What I'm trying to say, I ain't the same person I am at 53 that I was back then when I was making no choices to have kids. See, I didn't know. I wasn't in my kids. I wasn't in my daughter life around her like that. My sons, I was with them. I was with their mom and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we went through our ups and downs because, like I said, man, the same thing I was raised in, I was raising them in, talking all loud. I wouldn't allow confidence to live in that house. I wasn't allowing their mama to be confident because I'm just beating her down, talking down to her, making her feel like she ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yet still, I'm laying up in her house. So that's why I be telling people like the shit I talk about, man. When I talk about, you have to understand relationships. You have to understand the importance of the person that you're going to be with before you start forming these lives and start doing these things with that. You have to know who this is you're fucking with, man. I tell people, that's why I talk about that 50-50, fuck 50-50, 100-100. If you ain't have your shit together before I got with you, I ain't fucking with you. Cause that means you ain't giving 100% to yourself. So I know you ain't gonna give 100% to me. What I'm trying to establish with us. No, I'm not doing that. And the reason I know that because I used to be just like that, man. I tell my wife all the time, shit, she loved me the same way them other women love me. The same way my kid mama loved me, my wife loved me, man. I just don't choose to get up every day and treat her the way I treated them before. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Because if I did, I probably would have been married and I wouldn't be here. But that ain't how it was, because that wasn't my choice. My choices didn't bring me there. My choices brought me here. So I know what's important, man. Like, yeah, it's important. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask any parent or whatever, what do you think the most important thing it is when it comes, being able to support, being able to, you know what I'm saying, financial. I'm like, yeah, but you should have been knew that motherfucking shit. What's important is, man, giving your child the room to have confidence in themselves. That's why I don't talk loud in my house, man. I don't talk loud in my house. Even though my son, people may say I know my son can understand me. You know what I'm saying? He can understand me. He can't communicate back to me, but he understand when I'm holding him, I'm taking care of him. I ain't shaking him like, oh, he would understand, like, what the fuck? But that's why I tell, that's what it is, man. Yeah, like the financial stuff, yeah, that's a part too. But shit, you should want to have your shit together whether you got kids or not. You know, people always act like the only reason they doing what they doing is because they got kids. And I ain't saying you ain't. I'm just saying, damn, you ain't want to have your shit together whether or not you got kids. See, I always like nice shit. I always want to have. It's just that now, shit, I got to make sure I even more. But I tell you, that's all my son, this confidence, man. Let him know that he can be and he can do anything he chooses to do and be. And I'm going to be right there to guide him. This is his life, man. I tell people, no matter how much information I share with him, and no matter how much I instill confidence and belief in my son, he still got to choose to make the right choices. You know, he still got to choose to make the right choices. He still got to choose to do the right things with the things I gave him and with the things his mother give him. See, like I tell you, people, at some point, you're going to have to be prepared to do all the work. But you got to have confidence, man. Like I said, man, people have a problem with separation and people have a problem with failure. I don't, man. I don't have a problem with people leaving me. That shit been going all my life, man. Let me tell you something, man. It's like this right here. I already know it's only two ways a person gonna leave me. They're gonna either die, not like I'm gonna kill them. First of all, let me say that I'm just talking about like death, like, you know, they naturally die. I ain't saying like, oh, they gonna die. Like, no, I told y'all I'm building confidence. I want my confidence up. No, you can leave this motherfucker and I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I'm telling you, not me. Shit, man, none of that type of shit going on here. I'm talking about like I said, people gonna either pass away or people just gonna leave on their own. That's just how life is, man. And sometimes it ain't gonna be your fault for why people just choose to leave you. Or why people, I tell people all the time, man, you know, sometimes the people that you be around, the reason some people just get their shit together and move on. Whatever value they may have had in you, they don't have that value in you no more because they got their shit together and they may be doing what's needed you to do for them. Some people might have just been around with you until something better came along. But man, I don't have no problem with nobody leaving me, and I don't have no problem with nobody dying. I don't. It's life. And I'm prepared for life. Every day I wake up, I am, man. Because I'm confident enough to know that no matter whatever I lose, or no matter whatever pass away, man, I'm gonna get through it. I know I am, man. When my father passed away, and then a year later, my son passed away. People ask me, how you doing? I say, I'm straight because I'm still living. I'm still getting a chance to get up every day, man, and do what I need to do in order to make sure I got my shit together, man. Because guess what? I still got a wife that I gotta love. And now I got another son that I got to raise. And I'm gonna do a much better job than I ever did when I had before him. I promise, I'm telling you, I'm not messing with this one, man. You know, and I tell you, and I tell him, man, like for real, man. I don't get on this motherfucker, bro. Like I told you, I don't get on here and I use my life. I use the things I went through. The choice I let y'all, I'm telling you, man, this way this shit come from, man. So I'm telling you, confidence is important, not just for raising your kids, but for you to have. You got to be confident enough to know you ain't got to treat that woman like that. You got to be confident enough to know that you ain't got to react to these situations like that. Because if you ain't got that kind of confidence, you will go off the rail. Man, I see the news. I watch what, man, people always killing. Somebody want to leave and they'll kill them folks. Somebody be done left, they'll go kill them folks, man. Man, you see people, man, you see people like the guy that was on Ellen, the DJ dude, used to be dancing all the time. Stitch or whatever. I don't switch or what. I don't remember his name. I just know he was on Ellen, the black guy, committed suicide. And everybody that was around him, everybody that knew him, couldn't believe he committed suicide because he smiled all the time. Because he was there for them all the time. See, I'm telling you, man, mental illness don't look like the kid when you was in school that used to be on the, that ain't no. Mental illness ain't just the homeless. No, mental illness is all around us, man. We all dealing with something, man. It's about, do you have the confidence enough to overcome that shit? Do you have the confidence enough to go and sit down and talk to somebody? Do you have enough confidence to open up and tell people that you hurting? Do you have enough confidence to call and check on your friends? And not always be concerned about what they doing instead of about asking how they doing. Let people know that, man, you could be confident enough that you could talk to me, man. And that shit ain't like people that come and talk to me, they come to me with confidence, knowing, man, I ain't finna say shit. Man, whatever somebody come to me and talk to me about, man, that's what me and I don't give a fuck what they, cause listen, first of all, I ain't finna sit around and listen to nobody come and talk about nobody else. That ain't what I'm here for. But if you got something going on in your life and you need somebody to talk to or somebody just to listen, then the people know they can come do that with me, man. In confidence, man. I give people confidence, man. See, that's the type of, I'm not talking about, oh, you know, oh, you could do this and you could do that. Man, I'm not, man, listen, that's on that. I'm not, no. Because I don't know everything, man. I can't tell you that you can do what you're trying to do because I ain't did it. I had a friend, man, the other day, man, one of my partners was like, we was talking the shit about how motherfuckers sit around this bitch, bro, in 2026 and be around this bitch broke, fucked up, ain't got their shit together. With these phones and shit in their hand. You got a corporate, you got your own corporation in your hand right now. You got your own temp service in your hand right now. And my partner say, yeah, man, they got these phones, man. They could be creating content. I said, hold up, my nigga, it ain't that easy. Because I create content, man. And I know what go into creating content. And no, it ain't a lot of people that can do this shit. And I ain't saying that I'm some top-notch motherfucker that's up here doing. No, I'm saying I know what it takes when you ain't got the machine behind you and you got to get up every day and you got to edit and crop these videos when ain't nobody paying attention to you. When you ain't got, man, I got 3 people on YouTube. I might not have but 2 or 3, man, and I'm still getting up here every day and I do this shit, man, because this is what I love to do, man, because I'm so confident that I know if I don't never give up and I don't never quit, man, it's going to happen. And you may ask me, what do I want to happen? Ain't what you thinking. I ain't tripping on being famous. I just want to be successful. I just want to be so good at what I'm doing that somebody paid me to do this shit, man. And you don't have to be famous to do that. You don't have to be famous for people to pay you for what they know you good at doing, man. But you have to be confident, though. You have to be confident, though. Because as much as people like to say, oh, all you need is one, but shit, you got to be done did 10,000 before then. Man, I done posted 1,000 motherfucking videos on YouTube, man. I done posted over 3,000 something videos on Instagram. Man, but I don't get on this motherfucker looking to see who coming. Man, I do this because it's what I love to do, man. And I'm just trying to create content. So when I leave this earth, man, somebody gonna know I was here that didn't even know I was here, man. Because they can go on YouTube and they can pull up this shit. Or they can stroll by. It's still gonna be here long after I'm gone, man. See, I ain't doing this shit for the other shit. Trust me, like I said, man, yeah, if I can get paid to do this shit, man, then listen here, I'm gonna do it long enough till somebody pay me to do it. Shit, I was in the streets long enough till I'm telling you, you can't tell me. That's why I like raising my child, get people be like, man, yo, so how do it feel, man? Shit, it felt like it did before I had my son. I just have to get up a little earlier now. But I've been getting up at 4:30, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, how do I, man, it ain't nothing. This ain't nothing, man. This is what I want to do, man. I want to be a good father. Man, can't be out here playing like I tell people, man, all the time. Listen, man, listen. Man, I'm 53 years old, man. Man, I should be around here still reading books to find out what I need to be doing to get my shit together, man. Man, it's too late. I'm telling you, man. I seen a person live their whole life being fucked up and then turn around and then decide to do the right things in their life, man, and died and didn't even get a chance to enjoy it all. So no, you ain't got, oh, I got time to do it. You ain't got time to do it. You don't know, you ain't got control over everything, man. I was watching the news today. A 15-year-old girl ain't never been sick. That's what her parents said. And then one day, the other day, she caught pneumonia and then died from a cardiac arrest because her shit, man, 15 years old, pneumonia, then died of a cardiac arrest. And they say, man, they ain't normal for no 15-year-old child to die for it. But man, I'm telling you, man, your body, you ain't got control over everything, man. Your heart is in your chest. Your kidneys and your organs are in your body. And right now, if you had to shit and you couldn't get to a bathroom, you would shit on yourself. You ain't got nothing to stop you from doing nothing, man. I'm telling you. I tell people all the time, man, listen to this right here, man. When your mind get tired, so will your mouth and your eyes. Your arms don't get tired, they just get sore. That's it. They just weak. But as long as your mind is alert, man, you can still, I'm telling you, I'll be goddamn on the treadmill. My legs be sore. But as long as I keep telling myself, man, I got to keep going, man, I keep going. And then after a while, my legs don't be sore no more, man. That's how important your mind is, man. I tell people, you only feel the way about yourself because that's how you talk to yourself. That's how you think about yourself when you think it to yourself. See, the only things I know I got control over every day I wake up, man, and I'm glad it's only 3. It's what I say, what I do, and what I think about myself and my day. That's it. I ain't got no control over nothing else, man. Nothing else, man. And I don't wake up acting like I do. I don't wake up acting like I got control over my wife. I don't wake up acting like I got control over my son. I don't wake up acting like I got control over the people that I deal with. I don't wake up, man. I wake up knowing that the only thing I got control over, man, is me. And what do I only consist of? What I say, what I do, and what I think, man. If you look at my life, it's all about those 3 things. If you think about your life is about those 3 things, man. What you've been doing throughout your life, what you've been saying, how you've been getting up, and what you've been thinking about yourself and your days throughout your life. So I tell people, yeah, go out here and accomplish all this shit. Do all these things. I ain't surprised when people do things like build. I know how powerful we are. I know how powerful this brain is, man. Your brain needs your eyes to see. Your brain needs your mouth to communicate. And your brain needs these limbs we have to be able to do the things your brain want to do. But you in control of that motherfucker, man. But before you was in control over it, your parents was. And the people that they chose to be around you and have around you was. You know, people always, they see the little kid be cussing and shit. They be like, oh, where you learn that from? Boy, stop. People don't like to take accountability. Fuck you mean where you learn that from? From the house he staying in or from the house he be going over. That's well. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I tell like for real, man. So I tell people like, yeah, you know, I see people do I don't get tripped up off that, man, because I feel like that's what we supposed to be doing. We supposed to be trying to evolve to make this world better. You know what I'm saying? I tell people one time, shit, wasn't nothing on this bitch. People used to build houses with goddamn mud and shit like that. And then we evolved and life evolved. You know what I'm saying? At one time, motherfuckers, man, all this shit, man, we evolved into this shit right here, man. So no, I ain't surprised about how this world keep evolving. But what I be surprised about, man, is how people go through the things they go through in their personal life, no matter how many things they done accomplished, and act like they can't get through it. Because I tell people, that kind of confidence ain't got nothing to do with this kind of confidence, man. See, I ain't got no problem with failure, man. Failure is just part of life, man. That's all failure is. Failure is just a part of life, man. If you didn't know this or not right, we all practicing while we playing in the most important game of our life. Right now, we all practicing. As much as we think we don't know everything about everything. I'm 53 years old. I still don't. I'm still learning, man. But every day I get up, this real life, I could die today, man. It ain't like, you know how the NBA, a nigga go play football, they go practice. Ain't no real game. They be having like no pads on, no helmet. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, you can't tackle this motherfucker. They be practicing. And then when they go to the real game, that's when it get real. But in life, we practicing while we playing for real, man. And that's why you can't be fucking up, because at any time, this game could be over for you, man. That's why this next thing we finna go into after I take this break, man, we gonna get into that right there about time, man. But I'm telling you, man, like for real, man, this is how I think about my life, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how I view my life, man. I don't confuse my life with the things that's going on in life, man, because I know the difference is I can stop what's going on in my life, but I can't stop what's going on out in their world. Like I could stop myself for treating people fucked up and not being, you know, conscious of the thing. I could stop and I did. But I can't stop people from being the way they are. I can't stop. All I can do is prepare myself that whenever I go through some of these things in life, man, I'm prepared enough and have confidence enough that no matter what go, man, I'm going to get through it, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to get through it. And like I said, man, no, I'm not out here trying to fail, not at all. But I know life don't give a fuck about what I ain't trying to do, man. Because there's a lot of things that's at play besides the things I'm trying to do that make the things I'm trying to do work, man. So yeah, I'm telling you, man. So that's why I get up every day, man. I'm telling you, man, I know who I am, man. So I tell people, like, for real, man, like I said, I read books, but I don't have to read no books, man, because I don't have to have nobody to tell me what to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm telling you. And like I said, my show for anybody, not everybody, when I say what I'm about to say. That's why I don't have to go to church, man. Because I don't need nobody to tell me what I need to do. I know what I need to do in order to be a good person, man. I know how to treat people right. I know how to not goddamn do stuff to harm. I know that, man. I know I know right from wrong, man. I do, man. And then that's why I don't give grown people. I got cats, man. My cats know they like I said, they don't be me. They don't understand but I'm telling you, man, they know when they ain't supposed to be somewhere, or they know when they shouldn't do something. And then they'll stop and they'll just leave. They won't even, you know what I'm saying? Because they know. That's why I don't give grown motherfuckers that who could understand what I'm saying, man, no pass, man. Because like I said, when a motherfucker choose to do something that know they gonna bring harm, or man, that's what they chose to do, man. I can't give you no pass when I know you chose to do it. When you thought about what you was gonna do and then you carried out the action to do it, I can't give you no pass. I don't give a fuck how much you say I'm sorry and I apologize, man. No, I can't get past that. That's something you chose to do, man. And when a person chooses to do something negative to you, man, you got to let that, man. I'm telling you, man, I don't know. Because I ain't got no problem with failure or separation, man. I ain't got no problem with not fucking with nobody, man. I'm telling you, man, if I can't have peace in order to be in that, I don't want to be in that relationship. I really don't. I'm telling you, man. That's just for real, man. Like, I don't, man. I'm 53 years old. I don't need to be sitting around this bitch reading. No, listen, like I said, I'm not telling y'all that people, I'm doing this shit. But I'm being real enough to tell y'all, man, at some point, y'all just gonna have to do all the work. At some point, you're gonna have to stop needing a nigga to jump your goddamn battery off and just go get you a new battery, so you ain't got to go through that shit. You can just go on about your day. Do and stop and go. You ain't got to be, you ain't even confident enough to stop nowhere because you thinking your car gonna not start up. See, I ain't got that kind of confidence. No matter where I go in life, man, I'm good. I'm telling you, man. So when people be like, would I ever, do I regret any? No, I don't regret, man. I'm telling you, man, because look where I ended up. I'm in the same places a lot of people that thought I wasn't going to be shit in, if not in a better place than they in. I'm telling y'all, man, for real talk, real life, man. I'm telling you. And I tell anybody, man, my life, man, the way my life is great, man. I promise you, I don't have no problems. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't just say this shit on this show. I'm telling you, man, I don't have no problems in my life, man. And I ain't acting like, oh, when I say that, oh, this ain't got nothing to do about financial shit. I got my shit together. I got anything I want to have in my house that me and my wife need. And if we want to have more than that, we know what we got to do to get it. Sacrifice more. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way, man. But man, I'm telling you, on a personal level, man, I'm happy in the motherfucker, man. I'm telling you every day, man. I'm telling you, I wake up every day with my best friend, the person that I know, man, that's rocking with me, man. I'm telling you, my motherfucker, AKA number one, man. That's my best friend, my partner. Being that longer than she being my wife, man. Man, I got to have a child with her, man. I got to have a child with my best friend, my partner, and that's my wife. Yo, this shit, I'm telling you, knowing that this is the right one. This is the right person. And I ain't saying that they wasn't the right person. I wasn't the right person for them. I'm the right person for her right now because of how I get up every day and live my life, man. I'm telling you, man. But I don't have, like, for real. I mean, I don't get it. I'm telling y'all straight up, man. Listen here, man. I do this shit again. I told him back. Man, y'all, I'm telling you, man, you see how this shit look good, man. Man, I told y'all back some months ago, I was like, yo, I'm finna lose weight. I'm finna get my shit together, man. I'm finna see what I really look like at 53 and not what I'm choosing to look like by eating them Debbie snacks and all them zoom zooms and wham bam. That's what they used to call them prison zoom zooms and wham whams. You know, anybody that did time know when you get them zoom zooms and wham whams, you know what I'm saying? You sit back in your bunk and talk shit. But I'm just saying, I don't do all that shit, man. I get up and I go work out, man. I hit the gym and I come back, man. I'm do all this shit. Be there with my son, rocking my son, whatever I got to do to play my part to make sure this team get the goddamn championship. That's what I'm gonna do because I'm confident enough that that's what she doing. I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm like for real. Because I'm confident, man. I'm confident in my life. I'm confident knowing, man, I'm great. I'm great, man. Like for real. Anything I got, anything I want, I got. Anything I need, I got. I'm telling you, man, I don't, man. I don't. But just because I'm saying I don't need it, don't mean I don't want it. I just know right now, I'm just not sacrificing what I need to sacrifice in order to go get that shit. But listen here, man, I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. I tell nigga, this shit ain't about no money. Because a nigga can't tell me nothing that money, I done seen money do all kind of things, man. I done had it do all kind of things, man. Now I'm trying to see what I can do with the money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell y'all, man, you know, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for joining my show tonight, man. Yo, this is going to be a good one. If you just jumped in, man, hey, don't worry. Hey, we still going to got them rock out and get back into this shit, man. But like I say, man, I just wanted the motherfucker share that with you, man. And like, just tell people, like, every day, man, you wake up, yo, it's just a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a chance. And yesterday, you said you was going to do something today. If you got that chance, did you do it? Or did you put it off to tomorrow like you did yesterday? Now I tell you, you think like you got time. You don't really know that shit, man. And then about time you do it, you won't even be able to enjoy it because, man, it'll be over with. You know, that's like one of the things, man. That's the only thing, man, that I ain't really confident. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on this earth, man. You know what I'm saying? I know as long as I get up every day and I play my part and I do the things I need to do, man, that I got a greater chance to being on this earth than somebody who ain't doing that shit, man. But I know I ain't got control over everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important that every day when I get up, man, I know that I'm doing the right things and I'm making the right choices for myself and for my life. You know what I'm saying? And if my wife do the same thing for herself in her life, then our life together gonna always be what it need to be. So now, like, we ain't goddamn, like I tell people, man, we only had my son because we was confident enough to know that financially, shit, and we could take care of him. And we was confident enough to know that we was gonna be together and we gonna raise our son together. And I ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you, man, I've been with my wife. I tell people all the time, like, being with my wife, being together 11 years, been married 6 years. I ain't never cheated on my wife. I ain't never stepped out on my wife. I ain't never talked down to my wife. I ain't never did nothing but allow my wife to have confidence enough to know that she can do whatever she want to do. She can say whatever she want to say. She can feel whatever she want to feel. And I ain't going to have no ill wills about it at all. If I can't do nothing to help her develop and become the person she wanted to become, man, then what am I doing it for? See, I tell her, all I can do is make my wife happier. I can't make her happy. She had to already have that in herself before I could even do anything. No. And that's the same. I had to be happy within myself in order for my wife to make me happier. I see people, I done been with women that, you know what I'm saying, because I wasn't happy. Shit, they did whatever they had to do to try to make me happy, even at the expense of their own happiness. Yeah, I told you, man. So I just be trying to tell y'all, man, like, man, bro, if you like really care about these people you say you really care about, man, then treat them like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, man, like, the worst place to be in life, man, is in a place you don't want to be with people that don't want to help you get out of that place. You got to know how to treat people, man. You really do, man. So look, man, I'm about to take this motherfucking break, man. We're going to come right back to this next part, man. We're going to get right into it, yo. And it's going to, like I told you, man, the second part, we're going to talk about this time shit, man, and why motherfuckers act like they're in a rush, all this shit and this and that. We're going to get into that, man. But right now, man, we're going to get into this Don Trip, man. Then I'm going to come right back and holler back at y'all in a minute, man. But until then, let's ride this Don Trip.
Yeah.
That nigga man got the juice, ho.
Jadakiss told us we gon' make it. And I wish my need for this cheese was contagious. It's crazy. These niggas' way of thinking is outrageous. He'll kill you for a bitch, but won't take care of they baby. The love that I had for these niggas then all faded. It's more snake eyes in my city than Las Vegas. I've lost patience. Some guys fall cause they wasn't all taught the basics. Off the porch prematurely, niggas caught some cases and couldn't face them. Mama in the courtroom disappointed. It's hard to face her. No, this ain't the way she raised us. But we tired of stealing cable from the next door neighbor. Dear mama, do you know how much my pride suffers when we knocking on their door to ask to borrow sugar? My heart's butchered, and now I got a point to prove to all the onlookers. They push me until I become the pusher. Good gracious. Jadakiss told us that we gon' make it, and it's a long way to the top. I'm trying to gauge it. We all know what happens if we late another payment. It's a cold world, there ain't no such thing as a safe haven. A Jordan shoebox is where I stock all my savings. A nigga future, not so raving. Still got my head up, eyes to the sky. Gotta maintain, I gotta provide. All due respect, ain't nobody about to get us out of debt. So I'm strapped with the fully loaded ITT check from the school of hard knocks, and I'm proud of myself. I got very little written on my list of regrets. My babies know who I am, and I know who I was. Even Judge Joe Bryan couldn't judge. I got it out the mud, and I started selling mud pies. Nothing hurts a failure but another try. Oh my. Jadakiss told us that we gon' make it, and even if we don't arrive together, hope you make it. I hope you never count all your mistakes, we all make them. Most important part of a pencil is the eraser. Jadakiss told us that we gon' make it. Now I wish my need for this cheese was contagious. Jadakiss told us that we gon' make it, and it's a long way to the top. I'm trying to gauge it. Jadakiss told us that we gon' make it, and even if we don't arrive together, hope you make it. Hope you never count all your mistakes, we all make them. The most important part of the pencil is the eraser on Pilf. Yeah, on Pilf. Yeah, long little Pilf. Yeah, long little Pilf. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. That's right back with the second half of motherfucking conversation with your man, Big Unc, Uncut. And that's right, and this is Uncut, man. I just want to say thank y'all and thank anybody that chose to stick around for the second half of the show, man. Like I said, man, it's always an honor and it's a motherfucking privilege to be able to do these shows and share these shows, you know what I'm saying? And goddamn, just know that, hey, somebody fuck with me out there, man. You know, like I say, man, I do this shit, man, because I just want to inspire people. I just want to let people know how great they are. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let people know that no matter what you're going through in your life, man, if you just have enough confidence in yourself and enough belief in who you are, you can overcome it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to understand, man, that you're going to lose a lot of people that you love, and a lot of people that they say they love you ain't going to be around long in your life. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, that's the reason I do these shows, man. I don't get on here and I don't talk this shit. I'll be on here acting like I'm some motherfucker who know everything. And I don't, man. I just know what I know about life because of the things I done experienced in life and the things I done seen other people experience in life. They might have went through something different, but there was, go through something different, but basically the same things, you know what I'm saying, in life. And so that's why I do it. So I just want to say thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for fucking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. But like I said, this second part, man, like I said, man, I'm talking about time. In that first part, I talked about, how, like right now, man, this life, like this is it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how many, like, you go to sleep, wake up, and do this shit over. You get all these days and shit and all. But man, this life, man, like I said, you got many days and hours to make these mistakes, man. But you only got one life. I just equate life, man, as like, like I said, people that play sports and shit, when they practice, they don't practice full steam. You know what I'm saying? Like in football, they don't have all the pads on and just going at it like they would in a regular game, because if they did that, people get hurt. In the NBA, when they practice, they're not running full steam and they're not playing because people could get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing about in life, man, we practicing. Like everybody, we all practicing. That's why we make the mistakes that we will make. We make in life. You know what I'm saying? Because we all practicing. And the thing about it, man, is that, but this life though. You know what I'm saying? This life, and like as we practice, man. So that's why, man, it's so important that, like, man, like you learn these lessons, man, and you take accountability for your life, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just keep running around this bitch talking about, man, I ain't know better, man. You know what I'm saying? I should have. Nah, how you don't know better? Like I said, man, my show, I ain't got no little kids on this motherfucker. Most of the people that watch my show probably know me, so which means they old like I am. Or if anybody that don't know me that watch my show that follow me, shit, these, you know what I'm saying, ain't no young kids, they somewhere watching people do silly shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying some old people. Old people be caught up in that shit. Watching people talk about other people and listen to people, goddamn, all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a motherfucker here talking about life, man, and talking about, man, life don't give a fuck if you don't want to act like you know better. They're gonna do the same thing it would to you if you did know better. The only thing is you just ain't gonna make the right choices. And so it ain't gonna work out for you, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I tell people, man, like, yo, we all practicing. The only thing about it, man, we in the real game though. We practicing while we playing the real game. At any moment we could get hurt. At any moment, motherfucker could die. You know what I'm saying? Practicing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they tell you they still learn. Hey, they don't know. They didn't know what it was like to be 100 years old until they turned to 100. You know what I'm saying? We all, life is about learning, man. Life ain't like, tell people, man, that's why you have to take this shit serious, man. But I tell people, man, like, but your life, you can't live your life, man, like the clock on the wall, man. You know what I'm saying? That clock on the wall, that bitch stop and go, stop and go. That's how the world lives. That's how the people that's in your life are. Sometimes they here, sometimes they not. Sometimes they love you, sometimes they do. Sometimes the price is high, sometimes the price is low. Sometimes you got, see, that's how that is. But your life, man, your life don't never stop. Even when you sleep in your life going. The only time your life stopped when you sleep and you died in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be like, man, that's why I had to find a way to, man, try to make some money, man, while I was sleeping. Shit, if I'm living, I might well be trying to make some money while I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And that's, man, I'm telling you, but that's the difference. Like I tell motherfuckers, bro. Not saying another thing, man, because I'm like this right here. The only thing that made anything that we do in life hard is time. Not the time on that wall. And I know some of y'all be at work and that shit be making it hard for y'all too. Standing there looking at the clock. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just do the goddamn work, then time gonna go by. You're gonna be over with. You ain't like, because you looking at the clock, it's slowing down. No, motherfucker, it's because when you looking at the clock, you see what time it is. You know what I'm saying? But life, man, your life ain't like that, man. Your life steady going, man. Your life steady going, man. And so that's why you can't be out this bitch bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look over here because I got some notes. I told y'all, right? You know, but yeah. But that's why I say, man, you know, anything, that's the only thing that made anything we do in life is hard. It's time. That's what made going to school hard. It wasn't the shit that you had to do when you was going to school unless you just didn't know how to read and you was, man, that might have been hard, you know what I'm saying? But man, if you got, it's because you knew you had to go to that shit until you graduated. Shit, that's why I quit. Well, there was a lot more that went into it, but I'm just saying I didn't graduate high school. You know what I'm saying? Because of time. Because I wanted to do something else with my time. You know what I'm saying? And I did, and it just wasn't in school. But I tell you, that's what made goddamn raising a family hard. Time. Because you know you got to keep doing this until either you die or they get the fuck out your house. Time. Time is what make going on vacation hard. Because you know you got to drive or you got to fly to get the way you really trying to get to. Time. If you could just goddamn just like some kind of way magically get some way without having to go through all the shit you got to go through to get there, to travel and shit, man. I'm telling you. I told my partner this the other day, not to get off the subject though. I told my partner this the other day, you know why they call it vacations? Really, it's because you're going some way that you wish you could live. You know what I'm saying? But you know you can't afford to live there, so you call that vacation. Then you be, I'm going back. Home is where you can afford to live at. You know what I'm saying? I tell motherfuckers, but you look at when you got your shit, when you got that money, shit, I be like, shit, Jay and Beyonce, the motherfuckers, man, they got homes in these places. They be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go home. You be like, nigga, ain't this your home? They be like, yeah, but I got another home on the other side of the world. You know what I'm saying? You're like, God damn. They don't call that vacation. They be like, man, we just finna go home. Like, nigga, what? Mother go on vacation because they be going places they can't afford to live there all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. But yeah, back to the regular scheduled channel. You know, I just want to say that because I just popped it on my head, man. But I tell people, man, like for real, man. And it's another thing I'll tell motherfuckers. Look here, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Between right now and the time you wake up tomorrow, ain't nothing in your life gonna change. Matter of fact, by the time when you wake up tomorrow and go to sleep, in the 2 days, ain't nothing in your life gonna. What I'm saying, ain't nothing in your life gonna change in a day. So you got to stop acting like it is, man. There's a lot of things that gonna change in the world. You can go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and something else be gonna change in the world. But ain't nothing gonna change in your life, man. And so that's why I be saying you got to, man, stop acting like you in a rush, man. I just told y'all we all practicing while we in the real game, man. So that's why it's so important that you be careful with the shit that you be doing out here in this world, man. See, I figure, man, shit, this time is meant to be, I got to learn. I'm in learning mode, man. No matter what I do throughout my day, I'm always trying to learn something, man. I'm trying to learn something about the people that I see every day. Because I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Really, you ain't doing nothing but the same thing every day. A lot of y'all for the last 10, 15 years been doing the same thing every day for the last 15 years. And look what you accomplished doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then you might throw in something different. Every year you might throw in something different. But for the most part, man, you get up. If you got that job you've been working at for that long, you get up, you go to work, you go there, you come home. You just doing the same thing every motherfucking day, man. But why? The reason you complaining about it is because you know you got to do it every day. And sometimes you don't want to be doing that shit every day. Sometimes you be wanting to do other shit. But you know you can't do it, so that's why you just keep doing what you need to do every day until you can. But really, man, we all just doing the same thing every motherfucking day, man. So that's why I tell people, man, like, man, time, man. Time is what's making this shit hard, man. But I don't understand why you allowing time to make your life hard. You know what I'm saying? You don't want you being with them, you don't want to be with a motherfucker. Shit, stop being with them. Got them, get you. I tell motherfuckers, man, always make sure you got your shit together, man. Because I tell all the time, man, it's only 2 things in this life that you really need to live. You need money and you need oxygen. Yeah. You need oxygen. The motherfucking breathe, nigga. Somebody choke you out. You pack, man. I'm telling you, need oxygen, and you need money to. Man, you need money. Care about fuck motherfucker be acting like they got money ain't everything. Boy, stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to hear what come after that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care to hear what come after that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, well, I want to know what to do, man. I don't want to hear that stupid shit. Man, I got the money. I got some money to get, man. Now I'm trying to tell you, man, because I ain't got no problem with money. I ain't never had no problem with money. The only problem I had was how I spent my money. You know what I'm saying? But I can admit that shit, man. That's why I don't get excited about money no more. I used to be excited. As soon as I get some money, I'd be so excited because I don't know what I was going to do with it. I used to be thinking I could do more than I could do with it because I didn't even know how much I could do with it. But now, when I wake up, man, I know exactly what I got to do with my money, man. And it ain't fucking it off. It ain't out here motherfucking bullshitting around out here in this world. It damn sure ain't that, man. It's about trying to find some more ways to make more money with my money, man. I'm looking for a better product to sell. Whatever that product may be, man. And I ain't no funny, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about like for real, man. Tell people all the time, like I'm a master hustler, man. All my life, all I've been doing is hustling products, man. You know what I'm saying? In my younger years, I used to hustle the kind of products, man, that sent me to prison. You know what I'm saying? Now I hustle the kind of products, man, that goddamn allow me to live my life the way I live my life, man. You know what I'm saying? Real comfortable, man. I told y'all, man, like for real, man, I don't be tripping on this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I only do this shit, man, because, man, I want to do this shit, man. I tell you, ain't nobody paying me to do this shit, man. And I got to pay to do all the shit that I'm doing. Got to pay for the internet. Got to pay for these sites to screen to be able to goddamn put these shits all across the different channels I'm on. I got to pay to goddamn have my goddamn. I got to pay for all kind of shit. I'm paying for a website, man. Don't nobody even go on and buy shit on. Been paying for that motherfucker, man, probably about goddamn since 2019, 2020. I don't know. Go to my website and look. It'll tell you how long I've been on that bitch. Paying $39 a month, man. For my domain name and that, man. Don't nobody be going. The only person going, me and my wife going there buy shit. Like when I create a product, I go in there and buy it just to see what it's gonna look like, man. But I tell people all the time, man, that shit ain't for right now in my life, man. See, I don't need no website to be kicking out that kind of, because I can get out here and get that money, man. Don't get that money, man. Every motherfucking day. I'm telling you, man. Rain, sleep, or snow. Sleep or woke. I'm gonna get me some money, man. I ain't got, like I tell mother miss do that shit. It ain't no reason you should still be living on this earth and ain't making money while you living on this bitch. So what if you tired? You can't find a tired way to make money? Shit, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this shit for real, man. And you gonna know it's real when you find out you can't pay some shit you want to goddamn do, or you can't go on that make-believe, that vacation you wish you could really live at. Or when you do go on that bitch, you can't do what you really want to do. I'm telling you, man. So yeah, man, I'm man, like for real, man. Like I told y'all, man, my show for everybody. I mean, anybody, it just ain't for everybody, man. Because everybody don't believe the way I believe, man. And that's one thing I know about life, man. That's why I ain't got no problem, man. I used to argue and used to go back and forth with people that used to differ, not in a like angry way, but just like trying to get my. I had to say, man, listen, man. People gonna believe what they believe, man, and that's just life, man. As long as they good people to you and they doing the right things when they around you, and they treat people right when they ain't around you, that's all matter what I'm saying. As long as they're a good person and they getting up every day and achieving the things they need to achieve in their life, man, then why you got a problem with what they believe? I don't give a damn if you like Trump. I don't give a damn if you like goddamn the people that were for them. See that I'm telling y'all, man. I know Kamala Harris and goddamn Joe Biden. Man, that's just how much I'm telling you. I have no problem with I don't have a problem with people leaving. You know what I'm saying? Whether they in the White House, I ain't have no problem with Obama left. I ain't had no problem with Jeb Bush left. I ain't had no problem with Ronald. I ain't never had no problem with nobody leaving where they don't want. Man, I'm telling you, I ain't. Because listen, man, I'm telling y'all, man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with why I ain't got my shit together. You know what I'm saying? And I got my shit together. I'm just saying that shit ain't got nothing to do when I ain't no. That shit ain't got nothing to do. Why I got my shit? Man, the reason I got my shit together ain't because who been in the White House. Ain't been because of what. No, it's been because what I've been doing. What I ain't been doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what this shit is about. This shit is about the do's and the don'ts. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. And if you don't do, I'm telling you, man, I ain't out here playing the mind games with myself, man. I ain't finna let nobody convince me that because something going on in the world is why I can't do what I need to do in my life. Man, I'm telling you, man, I ain't never seen a lie stop me. I told y'all before, man, hey, listen, soon as a motherfucking mind get tired, they mouth and their eyes will too. I'm talking, you just have to wait a nigga out. Mother be talking and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I know you get a, but after a while, they just stop talking because their mind get tired. See, what you can't do is start talking when they stop talking. You just got to let it, just don't say nothing. Then you be good. See, if you start talking when they stop talking, then they get some energy and they gonna come back and start. No, I'm telling you. You know, that's just like my little son. He cried, you know what I'm saying? I be telling all the time, babe, I know you just trying to communicate. You trying to tell me something and you can't tell me because you can't communicate to me the way that you need to in order for me to understand that. So what I have to do is learn my son ways, you know what I'm saying? And when he crying and what, and so I know, you know what I'm saying? Like we just learned something the other day. I just learned, you know what I'm saying? Like we had two, we used to swallow them, swallow them, so they keep people, y'all know, I'm just learning. I'm telling you, when they put the baby in a little blanket, you know what I'm saying? You wrap them up and they arms be there. It kind of like they feel like they would be if they was in a mother in the womb. And, so when they first come home, and you take them out of that, they be scratching and it's unfamiliar. So they cry stuff. So you have to goddamn put them back in the swamp. So my son, we took him out of it. And so he had been crying like at night and stuff like we could figure out because we like, we doing everything. Like I told y'all, we provide, we give him all the things. She breastfeeding him, and he would wake up every 2 hours. So man, and so the other day, I had him in the living room and he started doing the crying, but my wife had that little blanket. So I took it and I wrapped the blanket around him and the nigga fell asleep. And I said, that's it. That's what he wanted. He wanted to be back like that right there. And so I learned, he taught me that that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't, like I said, I don't like, for real, man, I'm confident that, man, I'm finna do that. I got this, man. I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Like, for real. And you know what I'm saying? But that's what life is about, man. Like having my son, like that's another example right there. You have a child, you practicing while you raising your child. I don't care how much nobody done told you. I don't care about because you had two other children, man. Every child have their own experience with you, man. Man, I'm telling you, it's things that I went through when I was in my house, man, with my family, that if I talk about them, and it's things that I done said on here that my mama they'll be like, well, I don't know what you'll be talking about because I know because like my experience wasn't their experience. You know what I'm saying? They be thinking because we all grew up in the same house that we all know we ain't all experienced that shit together. Not the same way. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, so when I be like that, man, but I'm telling you, man. So that's how serious this shit is, man. Like when you decide to be with a person, like you practicing learning how to love this person while being with this person. So yeah, you gonna make little mistakes. You may not know certain things that they like to do, but that's why you got to learn. But you can't be making self-inflicting mistakes. You can't be talking down, and you can't be treating people bad, and you can't be not allowing people to have confidence enough that they can't say and express themselves. They want to express themselves to you because they feel like if they do, you gonna ration out, you gonna leash out at them and shit like that. And so now you don't even get to experience the full person. Maybe the person that you fell in love with, the reason you're not in love with them no more is because you stopped allowing them to have the confidence enough to say what they want to say to you. And so that's why I tell you, man, that's how important all this shit that I be talking about on my show, man, and the shit I'm telling you, man, this shit, man, this shit is for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just about because you raising no, this is about everyday relationships. This is about confidence you have to have, man, when you losing people you love and when people that you loved you, they decide to just leave you because of who you are. You have to have enough confidence in yourself to say, you know what? I wasn't the type of person they needed to be with. See, a lot of times people like to say we weren't good for each other. Sometimes it might just be you. Like a lot of times it was me, man. I'm telling you. I wasn't no good for them, man. The fucked up thing about that whole situation, man, is that while we was practicing, man, we created lives. You know what I'm saying? And then we practicing learning how to be parents while we practicing trying to learn how to cohabitate. We all just practicing, man. Just stop taking your life so serious when you fail and you go through shit, man. You just practicing, man. But you can't wait till you get to so old in your life to be like, man, yo, I just saying, how you don't know now? How you don't know right from that's all your life is about. Your life ain't about all this other shit that people. Your life is really about the right and the wrong things you done did in your life while you've been living on this earth, man. That's all it is, man. But we all just practicing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Stop taking this shit so serious, man. I know it's seen it is. Yes, your life and you should, but man, you gonna lose. You ain't gonna always have the victory. But if you don't never give up and if you don't never quit, you gonna always win. I can guarantee you that. No matter what you go through in your life, if you don't never give up, and if you don't never quit, and if you always keep going, and if you always keep learning, and if you always treat people right, no matter where you at in your life, man, you're gonna always win. You just ain't gonna win on the time you think you're gonna win. Because like I said, your life ain't like the clock on the wall. It don't stop and go. Your life steady going. So if your life gonna steady keep going, man, then you keep going. Don't be out this motherfucker stopping and giving up, man. Your life don't give a fuck. And life don't give a fuck. And then the next thing you know, something will come along, and now you thinking like, man, oh man, why is it happening to me? God, why you doing me like that? No, why you keep making bad choices? Why you want to always, why when bad things happen, we act like God trying to show us something? Man, sometimes it's just life happening. And what's important is how you gonna act, how you gonna respond, not how you gonna react. But how are you going to respond to the things that's happening to you in life? Or are you just going to keep reacting to them? See, when you reacting out of panic. But when you responding in confidence, man. See, I respond to shit in life now, man. I don't react to it, man. Man, people, I tell you, I can have people on here to tell you how I used to be when I used to be out here reacting to life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, that's why, man, I ain't like I tell you, like, yo, I'm still the same motherfucker that's in this book. I just don't make those kind of choices no more. But I still that, like, for real, like, I still can be that same way. If I don't take accountability for my life, I can treat my wife the same way I used to treat them. If I don't have accountability for my life, I tell people all the time, man, it's a lot of things that I want to do that I know I can't do. Not because I can't afford to do it, because I know I can't do it because I can't start over. Man, I'm 53. I can't be starting over trying to get in no new relationship with nobody and learn to love them and be with them and hope. No, man, I'm married now. I ain't with that shit, man. I'm not doing that, man. I got a child. I'm telling you, I'm not fumbling the ball, man. I'm not fucking this one up, man. And I apologize, like I apologize to my children, man. The thing is that when I made my apology, man, shit, they had them became adults. So, you know, they feel it the way they feel, you know, but hopefully by the way I live my life, that can shed a little light to let them know, man, I'm a better person now than I ever was back then. I don't make no excuses for it. That ain't no excuse. That's just a fact. So they can enjoy life better with me now. And listen, I tell you, my sons, they'll tell you, man, I was around, man, I used to pull up, man, I had do the shit, man. But I did that shit for me, not for them. Now I do the shit for them, not for me. But I ain't paying for that shit, man. See, they adults now. So a lot of their problems they got is really financially drawn problems. You know what I'm saying? Like they got kids, that's a financial problem. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no place to stay. That's a financial problem. See, them the kind of problems my kids have. You know what I'm saying? They got grown folk problems. And them ain't my problems. See, the only problem I had is when they was kids. They ain't kids no more. But my son is now. And that's where I'm at with it, man. Like I said, man, I'm telling you, man, you know, I'm cool. Like, yo, I ain't thrown off by not having people in my life, man. I'm really not. See, at one point in life, I used to be, man, because I used to be out here fucking up. I used to be out here making bad decisions and treating people bad, man. And when people would stop being around and coming around, man, it used to bother me, man. But now it don't bother me because I know I don't get up in my day to make nobody else's day bad. Period. I don't do that. I don't, man. I'm not. Period. I'm not. So, man, I know anybody that I fuck with or anybody that have a chance to come and they know, man, they can be confident in knowing that, yo, bro, solid. Cause I don't want nothing for nobody, man. I want to get it all on my own, man. If I want something for anybody, man, I want you to be better. If I want something for you, I want you to have more belief and confidence in who you are as an individual. Not in getting up every day and doing these things and accomplishing things. No, I applaud you for that. I'm talking about when things ain't going right. See, that's why I tell people 50-50 don't work. See, people talk about, yo, we go 50-50. Man, that shit only work when everything right. 50-50 only work when the price don't change. So you know, okay, we can go 50-50. But when the price change, 50-50 may not be enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's how life is, man. 50-50 ain't enough, man. It got to be 100-100 or that can't work, man. It ain't gonna work. Because life don't work like that. Everything don't always go right in life. And you have to be ready to deal with it. You have to be confident enough to know that, man, hey, we can do this. We can do this together. And she have to be confident enough to know that man, I'm telling you, man, that's how it works, man. See, she give you confidence. She give you the confidence to know that, man, you ain't got to be out here doing the things you're doing, because you could talk to her about the things that you're going through in life. And you got to give her the kind of confidence to know that she can talk to you. And if she don't feel a certain type of way, that she can express to you that she don't feel that kind of way, and she ain't got to worry about you lashing out at her. See, that's how I go down to my house, man. See, my house is full of confidence. Anybody that come into my house know they can feel it. They can feel it. They be like, man, I'm telling you, they can feel it, man. Man, I know it's important, people. I really do, man. Like I say, I know money important, man, but it really ain't important, man, when it comes to your life, though. You know, it's only important for the things you want to do with your life, in your life. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to your life, money ain't really that important, man. You know what I'm saying? I know people, man, that really ain't got a whole lot of money, but they live better than people who do got a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't really what's important. They pay their bills, they enjoy, and they happy with the things they have in life, and they ain't tripping on nothing else, man. They ain't looking for nothing no more than what they work can provide them, man. And then I know people that got money, man, and still like this motherfucker miserable. You know what I'm saying? It's just too, because money ain't everything, man. It's just the only thing you need to pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? But when you going through something, man, and you feeling the way you feel, man, sometimes no matter how much money you got, shit, man, if you ain't got enough confidence in yourself to get over that shit, man, it's gonna be awful. It's gonna end awful. You know, I was talking to a guy play football, NFL dude. You know what I'm saying? Play football, man, dedicate their whole life, man, to getting to the NFL. You know, I'm talking about sacrifice, man. I was telling man, you know how, man, people don't really just understand like the sacrifice in, like, you know what I'm saying, and like how much, man, these motherfuckers the best at that shit, man. These motherfuckers, like when I be watching NBA, man, I be watching that shit, realizing these people are the best, like for real, man. Like, you know, if you see these people like in real life, you know what I'm saying, playing against people, man, it'd be crazy how an NBA player do regular people. And these people, regular people, they probably be good in the YMCA. They probably be, but when they go against people that really do this shit, man, that's why when I say, man, you just ain't fuck with a person that really do what you do yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you motherfucker talking shit, I be like, yeah, you just ain't fuck with the right motherfucker. And that's how it is in life, man. It's the right motherfuckers, man. Like niggas that really bought them the right motherfuckers, them inmate, them the right motherfuckers to fuck with. If you want to get your, you know, I don't almost think like, oh, I street shit, man. Man, that street shit don't matter when you fucking with a nigga who really know how to do what they do. And so that's what I be telling people, like, man, like for real, man. Man, your life is about what you choose to do every day. You choose to wake up and do what you're doing with your life. Your life is about your choices, man. That's all your life is about, man. But like I said, man, before I go, man, you know, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for fucking with me tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I really, like I said, man, I do this, man, because I'm just trying to I want to create content. So when I leave this earth, man, somebody that didn't know I was on this earth, man, know I was here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't like, and it's important. It's important to me in that way. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, shit, they say if you do it good enough, they'll pay you to do it. And shit, I'm going to figure out how good you got to do the motherfucker get paid to do it. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But until then, man, like I said, man, I ain't tripping, man. Cause like I said, man, I'm just practicing while I'm living. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important. That's why I'm just careful. That's why I don't make bad mistakes. That's why I don't do none of that shit, man. Like, I don't, man. I'll wait it out, bro. I will wait it out. I promise you I will. You know, I ain't saying I'm finna sit around and not do nothing, man, but I'll wait it out, man. I got patience, man. I got the patience of an angel, man. You know what I'm saying? I will wait this shit out, man. Because I know I ain't got to do nothing I don't need to do today. Because see, that's all that really matter, man. All that really matter is what you need to do today. Did you do all the things that you say you were supposed to do today? Did you do them? Or are you saying, oh, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do it? And see, that's just probably your problem. You got to stop thinking you got control over your life like that. You don't. You just got control over what you're doing while you living this life. So until next time, man, I just want to say thank y'all for fucking with me, man. I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc. I'm back. This is Conversation with Big Unc Uncut. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and I look, man, hey, I'm telling you, man. Keep this shit honest, man. Keep this shit real, man. But until next time, man, I want to say thank y'all, man. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege, man, to fuck with y'all tonight, man. For those that stuck around, I hope that something that I said, man, was able to maybe, you know, like I said, man, ain't nothing I'm saying gonna change your life. Just change your mindset. You know what I'm saying? But if I could help change your mindset, shit, then you can change your life, man. You got to do all the work now. Matter of fact, you're gonna have to do all the work. So until next time, man, y'all just stay locked in on what you need to be doing today, man. And if you get a chance to wake up tomorrow, you can finish it off. You can finish doing what you need to do tomorrow. But like I said, man, we all practicing while we living. Just keep living while you practicing.
To you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. This is my token of appreciation for your appreciation of all my sweet creations. Grateful for your patience. I've been in my feelings lately. The marker that I use to write my failures is a dry eraser. I know my time ain't promised. They got my replacement waiting. Nigga, please, you wouldn't survive the fucking orientation. Just take a sec to breathe. You decide your destiny, not go and be the best that you could be. Here's a gift to you from me. Yeah. Here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Dear haters, I know how much it pains you to admit that I'm your favorite. I've taken over your playlist. I know it irk your nerves when they keep calling me the greatest. You really feel the same, but you're just too afraid to say it. You always in my comments, do I pique your fascination? You probably rap too and you wish we could trade places. I know you wish they shot with you instead with all they praises. I got something special for you, hope you take it. Here's a gift to you from me. Special gift to you from me. This is a gift to you from me. This is a gift to you from me. Truly yours. Yours truly.